this is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Houston Cougars and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. NC State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's...
Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a first and goal.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown, so right away you're aggressive, you're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Play fake. Lewis. Unloads it left. Caught. It's Johnson. Racing down the left side. 10. Touchdown, NC State. Rolled his way into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, it's Osborne. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete, and looking for enough for the first down. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires. Snap it to the back. Hard running there.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Play action with Lewis. The short hands, it's Scott. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Complete downfield.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Drives inside. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Dan, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Lewis to throw for it on 4th. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Sanford. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They get to him as he throws. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So that'll cost him a down. 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Jackson will throw. Going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Lewis. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get them.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Osborne. At the 35, he's got room. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Jackson gonna throw it. Buying time to his right. Gonna try to get it himself. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They put the brakes on it.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Moving out to the right. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They tossed it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get concerted. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
And it's the Seminoles trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Lewis on the play action. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The run inside. It's Scott.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Looks it in. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. quick give. It's Osborne. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got some green grass. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hits inside. It's Osborne. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Swamped immediately.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Slings it. Picked off to stop the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll ride him again. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one.
Looking for a big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 40.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, it's Sanford. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. He's got it down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It's getting pretty late, and a potential monumental upset brewing in the early part of the season. On the ground, it's Osborne. Runs through a tackle. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before they snap it.
They want to throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. 6 defensive backs on the field as they play for the pass and try to keep them out of the end zone late. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. As the line of scrimmage. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Lewis. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Lewis wants to pass. Turns it upfield. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. Bought a little time, lets it go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this is the part of the field, man, I got to understand what the defense is thinking. They're going to be trying to be aggressive. They're going to try to get a sack, get a negative play to back me up to make the field goal longer. So where can I attack? Because I still want this touchdown. Like, a field goal is my last effort. If I tie it late in the football game, still got a few more chances to try to go win this thing.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Play fake, Lewis. Escapes the pressure to his right. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And it's good! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got an alley. Only a pickup of a yard, and that's just not helping much at this point. At least the clock is stopped.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Release to the back. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this game will be decided right here with this kick. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Taking a shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Play action with Lewis. Right side, it's Douglas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
From the red zone, it's Scott. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Slams ahead. All over him immediately.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on third and goal in overtime. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They strike first here in overtime.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Still looking to his right. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Drops back on first down. Buys time to his left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on fourth down. Looking for the score. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.